Are you feeling anxious about an upcoming social situation? Follow along with this simple exercise. My name is Sebastian van Schier. I'm a former social anxiety disorder sufferer, and since 2009, I've been helping people with social anxiety feel calm and at ease in social situations. And I do that by combining the best of psychology with EFT tapping. And that's also what we're going to use in this video. So real quick, what is EFT? It's a gentle tapping technique where you stimulate certain acupressure points on the body while you focus on particular thoughts, emotions, and sensations in the body. It sounds pretty weird. It does look unusual. However, there's 125 peer-reviewed studies published in medical journals and psychological journals. It is the real deal, but I can tell you all about the science. It's gonna just bore you. Maybe it's gonna motivate you, but really what gives you the conviction that, wow, this odd-looking technique really works is when you feel the results of it. So we're just gonna go right into it. Now, it's gonna be very simple, monkey see, monkey do. So when I tap in a particular location, you tap where I tap. How hard do you tap? Hard enough to feel it, not so hard that it hurts. And you don't have to do it perfect, okay? Don't just watch this video. Nothing much is gonna happen. It's gonna do a lot more good when you actually follow along and stimulate these acupressure points on the body. Okay, it's gonna help calm down the emotions. That's the beauty of this technique. All right, so what I want you to do first is, and we're just gonna do a tiny bit here. I want you to do first tune in to this anxiety that you're experiencing and kind of slow down. You know, I've been kind of talking really fast, but think about that upcoming social event that you feel anxious about and notice how you're feeling. You might notice that you have a lump in your throat, your heart might be racing, you might have tightness in your chest, your stomach might be upset, sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach, you might feel sweaty, all of these things, racing thoughts. Just rate that level of discomfort, that level of anxiety, in a scale of 0 to 10. 10 is as anxious as you've ever been. 0, totally calm, relaxed, and at peace. Right. Then simply follow along with me, tap where I tap, and repeat after me what I say. Starting here in the beginning of the eyebrows. Just say, I feel anxious about this. Side of the eyes. And I can feel that in my body. On the eyes. My heart is racing. On the nose. Maybe I have a tightness in my chest or stomach. Chin. My mind is seeing this social situation as a threat. Collarbone. And it's activating the fight, flight, freeze response. On the arms. And I don't want to feel anxious. On the wrist point. Here, these lines in your wrist. Just tap there. I hate feeling anxious. Top of the head, tippy top of your head. I'm scared I'm going to feel anxious in that situation. Behind the eyebrows, I have this anxiety. And I'm trying to get rid of it. On the arms, on the eyes, of course I am. On the nose, I don't want to feel this way. Chin, but I'm open to considering the possibility that this anxiety is just there on the arms because my brain is seeing some kind of a threat. Wrist point, maybe the threat that I'll run out of things to say, or that I'll get rejected, or that they won't like me, or that they'll laugh at me, or that fill in the blank. Just think about what it is that you're scared of that might happen. on the nose. And because my brain is perceiving a threat, this survival response gets activated, and I feel all these uncomfortable emotions and bodily symptoms. And repeat after me. I release all my resistances and aversions to accepting how I feel right now. Just notice what happens. Don't try to make anything happen. Collarbone. I feel so uncomfortable. On the arms. I'm afraid that I'm gonna feel uncomfortable there too. Wrist point. I release all my emotional attachments to the belief I cannot handle this. Top of that, I feel anxious. And I release all my resistances and aversions to letting go of the anxiety. Letting go of the anxiety, but there's a threat. I don't know. All these horrible things could happen. What if I get rejected? What if I make a fool out of myself? What if they can see me anxious? Wrist point. What if they're all judging me? And what about all of the consequences of all that happening? My mind is seeing all these threats. It's focusing on all these negative expectations. My eyes. No wonder I feel so uncomfortable. Not enough. I release all my emotional attachments to all these doom scenarios. It's possible that I'll get anxious and they'll see it. It's possible that I get anxious and they won't see it. It's possible that they'll judge me and it will be the end of the world. It's possible that they'll judge me and it won't be the end of the world. It's possible that I'll get anxious and it will be awkward. And it will be the end of my reputation. It's possible that I will be anxious and I'll feel awkward, and it won't be the end of my reputation. So yes, I refuse to let go of this fear. I need to be afraid. I restore the right energy flow and balance to this fear and anxiety. Chin, I can't handle those things. Or maybe I can. On the arms, maybe not so gracefully, because I've been so scared of it. Because I've been fighting it so much. Maybe when I stop fighting my feelings, even though it makes a lot of sense to do that. And I'm less at war with myself. I can better handle my emotions. I can better handle social situations. Collarbone. I'm beginning to come to terms with how I feel. Under the arms. Maybe all these horrible things are going to happen. And maybe not. Top of that, what else is possible? Deep breath. And relax. Think again about the social situation and check in and see what you notice. Is it stronger? Is it the same? Is it less strong? Or do you even feel calm? What are you noticing right now? So this short little exercise is just a taster of what's possible, okay? It's just the tip of the iceberg. And this is something that you can do to kind of calm yourself down a little bit. And usually it works. However, when you're experiencing anticipatory anxiety ahead of a social situation, or even social anxiety itself, or post-rumination after a social event, any kind of social anxiety, it tends to have deeper roots. And we didn't really address the deeper roots. When you do address the deeper roots, by combining the best of psychology and EFT tapping, you can actually nip it in the bud ahead of it showing up. What do I mean by that? I mean by that the best way to address anxiety is before it comes up. So there are reasons for why you feel anxious. It has to do with repetitive negative experiences in early childhood, traumatic experiences that you've had, beliefs that you formed, fears that you started to practice, and so on. And you can use these techniques in order to heal that. And then you can, over time, get to a place where you're ahead of a social situation and there's no anxiety. And you don't even have to do the tapping because you just feel calm and you actually look forward to it. That's possible. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Leave in the comment section below what your experience was during this little tapping exercise. And if you want to learn how to use the best of psychology and tapping to overcome your social anxiety completely, get my 7 Secrets to Social Confidence mini course. It is really amazing, and you can get it at bit.ly/social confidence now. If you want to be inspired by tough cases who use this approach to overcome their social anxiety completely, check out one of these video testimonial interviews.